That'll never happen. And then we'll get all cool and you'll be all like, whoa, and then we'll be all like, in your face! And then I'll be all like...
Mafia The Old Country is a very odd game. The graphics are incredible, the acting on point, the vibe great, but the more you play, the more it brings up questions.
Michael, don't leave me here. Michael.
Was this game rushed? Were things cut out? What even was the budget for this game? Why is everything so off? I went into this with a lot of hope, a very positive attitude. I haven't played any of the other Mafia games before this one, but this grabbed my eye. So let's start it off at one of the most important parts of a game, the gameplay.
Release me! Release me!
Time to eat.
The gameplay? Where is it? I don't see it. You see gameplay? You may think, oh, a Mafia game. We're gonna have car chases, beating people up in an alleyway, bar fight, gunfight, gambling. Most of the first 3 hours are some of the most bone-crushing, painful, and downright boring games I have truly ever played. I was actually falling asleep holding W so long.
And don't even think about helping yourself. I know a thief when I smell one.
This is your gameplay. Walk behind somebody, press a button, watch a cutscene, then ride a horse for 10 minutes. And it's even worse than Red Dead. It's somehow more restrictive. You walk away slightly, boom, mission failed. Get stuck, boom, mission failed. Somebody else gets stuck because their pathing is bad, mission failed. All the movement from people to the horses feels clunky and sketchy.
To make me a Krabby Patty!
Response, why don't you ask me later?
What? What?
And don't give me the excuse that this game is only $50. I never felt really in control. Everything snapped and jumped to my movements in an unnatural way. And back to riding. I would kill for a montage. Now in some gameplay. Alright. The stealth. This game is going to push this on you pretty hard. And it's painfully basic. We've all seen this kind of stealth before. Everybody is stupid blind, you have a limited insta-kill, and that's pretty long in itself. Then when you run out, have fun mashing buttons till a dude crashes out. But by then, they've already found you. We've seen this like cheap dollar store stealth before. I'd rather not have it at all so they could put their focus on something else. I was really starting to get worn down by this point. I was losing it, man. I've had like no combat, and the only combat I had was a knife fight. And you might think, oh, a knife fight sounds exciting. Well, it sure is when all you did was walk for the last hour. The knife fights are weird. It locks into this like arena boss fight thing, and it's scripted because whenever I'd hit anybody in a normal fight, it doesn't do it. It does like just a lame swing. But this kind of knife fight has some pretty original ideas, we'll say. Parrying. Wow. Dodging. Again, the theme here is this game is very rudimentary. It's almost as if you asked an AI to look at Uncharted, Ghost of Tsushima, and The Last of Us, and then make a dull version of all of those. It's all been done before, and way, 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 way better. You might be asking, what do you do in the first hour of this game? That's when a game's supposed to hook you, right? Right.
Don't want to be caught with that on you.
Just
keep your head down and stay out of trouble. Think you could do that?
Strunz. I only get in trouble covering for you.
Will you speak to your father when you get
I
out?
have an
Bastard will
idea.
soon need to disgrace
Really? What
me
is
off
it?
his debts.
Let's leave!
I see that and I'm hooked, man. And then when I finally got a gun in my hands, I was hyped again. I was sitting up. It actually seemed kind of exciting. They offered for me to do stealth again and I ripped right past it. I started blasting. I had to. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't do another horse ride. I was losing it. And unfortunately, it's pretty weak. I don't feel a bit of weight behind the shots. I was really trying here, man. Really trying. Then you get into cover and yep, it's just like every single other cover-based shooter. Absolutely nothing new, everything copy and pasted. There is nothing here, no new ideas here. There's nothing new. And the shooting ends, and what do they have me do? They have me carry things again. Oh, you can play this game with one hand and not even in the good way. I need something driving me. I need a mission to care. And that brings us to the main feature of the Mafia games, the story. Now, I was really looking forward to it after all the people hyping me up on how good 1 and 2 are. I won't share too many spoilers. In fact, I'll steer clear of them for your case, because there are a few. I like the Mafia style in movies. The family, the secrecy, the crime. It's exciting, and that is definitely not what I got in the game called Mafia The Old Country. I'm really trying not to be mean here, but I was bored. This game had such an odd beginning, vague and unexplained. I wasn't even sure what the hell the mine was all about. Underbaked and too rushed. I had no feelings for the main character, and I got whiplash. When somebody died, I just didn't care. It was so blank. It didn't sell that getting brought into the family feeling until way, way later. This game is not just a slow burn, it's a simmer. I think the first time I got excited, I got interested, when I felt something, was like 5 hours in. Now think about this. A movie is at most times an hour and a half. And they have to hook you in like the first 20 minutes. You know what you're getting into. Same for TV shows. First episode or the second episode, you know you're either in or you're out. Not the same case here. I am left begging. Please, please give me a reason to care. And I just was never given one till it was just too little too late. Nothing felt Mafia. Nothing felt dangerous, and this is on top of the already exhaustive gameplay. Let's see what happens in other stories for other games in this same genre.
Keep running!
No mercy! Open fire! Full Lucifer!
Need I say much more? You need a hook. You really do. And I have a long attention span, and they think they could get a modern Zoomer TikTok brain person to sit through all this? And the sad part is when it kicks off, it does feel like what I wanted. I actually sat up, I cared about the characters, but it was too late. You have to think about the timing of this too. Battlefield 6 beta is tomorrow. And that's the free beta. The other one has already been out. That's going to blot out a ton of players. And when they load up this game, and it's a snore fest with no stakes, no real plot, nothing happening at all for the first 4 hours, and they're really going to stick it out, Are they really? Especially when the PC performance is so bad. De Nouveau is choking this game. And now to kind of what I said at the beginning. Something feels weird about this game. It feels empty, dead inside. The NPC eyes are freaky. They never use their mouths to speak. Everything clips into everything. And the horses are floating? Why? Or was it just bad direction? A small team? There's like a cut, almost like a movie where this is a much better game. Whatever the reason, I really wouldn't recommend this game to anyone. And it's a shame because, you know, if I want to say some really good things about it, it's a very masculine game. We don't get those very often. You have a cool straight romance. How often do we get those in video games? And there's some Christian values in here. There's all kinds of stuff to like, but it's all falls by the wayside. And this game will honestly probably be forgotten in no time at all. It came out at a bad time, and it's not fun, it's not engaging, and it's got plenty of performance issues. So, that's all I had to say about Mafia The Old Country. I'll make a video on Battlefield 6 beta next. Hope you liked this, or at least it made you laugh. Do the things the algorithm likes. It does help me out. Bye.